Right, I hope this is recording because it's going to be one whole straight long video, continuous talking, hopefully, with no editing. So this may go well, may not. I'm going with mainly not because I'm learning. See, I'm bugging up already. So, title of the video, if that didn't give it away. I'm talking about the MP's version of what they said about Southern on Monday, which was Monday the 18th. What's going around is that Southern are really crap with their train things, their times, their getting to destinations on time or within a 5-minute delay proximity. Otherwise you get this delay repay, which commuters can use. It just seems none of them want to. Honestly, to give my thoughts about it, I'm not 100% sure if I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. I'm just going to give my opinion, see what happens. If this video gets watched a lot and you have comments about it, put it in the description comments. Put all your questions in the comments. I'm going to just be given what I think about it. I've got some bullet points here of, backing up Southern, all that, because most of my friends know I want to be a train driver when I'm older, and I want to be mainly a train driver for Southern because it's local to where I live, because I live in the south. Southeast. Well, I can't take orders to the south because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to geometrically put it into perspective, but apparently it's the southeast, so we go with that. So something runs all off the whole of the southeast, so I thought, okay, I'll work to be a train driver, work for Southern, and I've wanted to be a train driver since I was 3, and I'm now 19, almost 20. Basically, MPs have been saying that Southern Rail is a shambles, and every time it gets delayed, no one can get anywhere, which is true. But they blame all the little faults and failures on the track, the main line, to Southern, practically, is what I'm hearing. I've been looking for the video again that I watched yesterday, which I did watch all of it, and I read the subtitles because I was in the gym. So I got the gist of what they were saying. If I missed any parts, then it may seem like I'm just being an absolute buffoon. So what I was trying to say is, MPs like Southern Rail are disgusting with their train times. They're never on time, which is really bullshit. So I'm basically saying this because yesterday they had signal failures, which is quite ironic, on the Brighton main line between, I think it was around Haywards Heath area, or Three Bridges. And the reason that's ironic is on the weekend, Network Rail closed the line between Brighton and Three Bridges to do engineering works. And what's ironic is about, I think 7 to 12 hours, I'm not sure when they finished their engineering works, X amount of hours later, there's a fault, which they should have rectified. But MPs think Network Rail can't do this. Just blame Network Rail, but we're going to blame Southern for the delays that has been caused. We blame Southern for the signal failing, which is what I'm getting from them. So it seems like, signals are failing, but just go through it anyway, because that's not safe, and we just don't care because we want to get to work. Yes, I understand that people can, I know people from the south coast, definitely in Brighton mainly. They live in Brighton and they do a direct commute to London and Victoria, and because they work there, it's like a normal commute, and London's the most popular place to be working. no idea why. If you want to work in London, I'll suggest living nearer. But they all suggest that they should all go for one train. Basically, it's like, oh, I need to get the 7-yard. It's a made-up thing. I'm not even sure what train times are for Brighton. I'll search it up in a minute. Let's get the let's just say 7:15 train to London Victoria. Oh no, it's cancelled. It's delayed. Oh, I hate Southern now because I can't get to London Victoria. No one realises. Oh look, there's a Thameslink service that is 3 minutes after the cancelled train, and I could probably just change to Gatwick Airport, change platforms, and get a Gatwick Express service, which takes me to London Victoria directly with no stops. Ooh, problem solved. Or let's change up East Croydon, or maybe I need to stop at Redhill. Change the Gatwick again, transfer over to platform 1, I think it is. I'm not really sure how to it'll be platform 1 to 3. Get a train from Horsham or Bognor. Like one of them train connection services that go start at Bognor or start at Horsham, and they terminate and they go through to Gatwick and get a train to Redhill. All sorted. What seems to be a problem, in my opinion, is that people are linear with the trains. If they have to get one specific train, and if they can't get that train, their whole day is ruined. They can't think, oh, this train's cancelled, but the next train stops at the station I need to get to, or I can just change at X stop to get to my XXX destination, or X. Right, I'm using X as a blank space before my friends watch this and think I'm going really mentally insane and talking random stuff. So, email, of course. Basically, so yeah, commuters are quite linear. They're like, oh, Southern always late. Southern are the worst trains service provider ever. Yet we don't understand that we can let's get another train and then change over. I know people don't like changing and doing it. That's fine. I understand this. Whoops. I understand this commute thing because I'm at Chichester College, so I'm travel from Worthing to Chichester, and it's annoying because I get the 8:20. It stops at every single stop along the way. Worthing, loads of people get on, and then at Amoring, loads more. I'm buying a pack load, and if you don't get a seat, then oh well. I usually stand up anyway because there's no point. But if you stand up, you get crushed against the door, and in the summer, God, you wish they had more air conditioning or windows. Especially on the class 3 on 3s, they need more windows or better air conditioning, and 377s definitely need more air conditioning. Sometimes I swear it's off. So, I'm just trying to get a bright. Oh god, it's going to be a pain to get that far back. So, like I'm saying, they don't understand they can just get another train. I've got notes I'm just looking at, and then, like I said, it's not being edited because I'm lazy. Southern owned company. Yep. Like I said, Network Rail fixed a problem, and then I made engineering works on the main line, and then a signal breaks down or signal problems in the area, and somehow it's Southern's fault because they're not allowed to go through faulty signals, which is true. If you go through a faulty signal, it's like explaining with a car. Which you could make another video about this because I had some drivers today that really annoyed me. When you got a traffic light, like you got a 4A intersection, and all the lights go. So you got 4 directions cars can go, but lights are out. But it's actually happened on my driving test now I think about it. So all the cars just want to go at once, but that means causing crashes and more deaths, practically, theoretically. So going through a faulty signal can cause this because you don't know how far up the line this train can be. So the only way you can get past it is calling up control and seeing where the next train is, and if you're cleared to pass through. it just seems, sorry, I'm going to get the phone unlocked again. It seems that the MPs don't understand this bit, or in my opinion, that's what they don't seem to understand. If they do understand it, then they need to make it a bit clearer in the broadcast, because they're being pretty hypocritical. See, I'm so glad. If I was editing this, I'd be killing myself, practically, literally. And then, yeah, so let's see. Fuck up, I don't even know what I'm talking about next. So they talk about customer satisfaction rates of low. It's like 77% or something like that. I didn't write the actual figures down. That was bad. So so I think Southern's got 77%. Wow. I'm gonna have some water because that sounds again. Hang on. That should help. Because they all say Southern, I think, has got 77% satisfaction, customer satisfaction for 2015. Yeah, I've done some research, and Thameslink, according to the research, I could be wrong. They could be losing the wrong results here. Thameslink are the worst in customer satisfaction for 2015. Yet they don't get attacked. They go, oh, service is poor, service is bad, and all that. Actually, let's double check something. Good, I am recording, because that's 11 minutes. Because today, on Tuesday the 19th, for God's sake, on Friday, Tuesday the 19th, it was Thameslink that had services cancelled because of their broken down train later on during the line between near Bedford, not near Bedford, it was I think it was near Luton or London Blackfriars. So, but yeah, and that wasn't in the news. But because they were delayed, they're not in the news. And something gets delayed, oh, they're in the news. Southern are the devil, Thameslinkers like God. So it's very, very, very biased, and this is not on here, but I'll talk about that final point on there in a minute if I remember. Oh God, I've got a sore throat. I've got a really dry throat. Basically, what the MPs are saying is, if Southern don't up their game in the next 6 months, Southern will be stripped of their. They will make the government strip Southern of their rail franchise, which I can understand that point, but it's like it's the worst decision you can make, as Southern has over 600 trains in their fleet. I'm not sure the exact numbers. I think it's 622 or something like that, and they cover a major portion of the south coast, because they have services going from Brighton to Seaford and Lewis. They're also going to Orr and Eastbourne and Hastings. Also via the Lewis branch line via through Plumpton, going to Withersfield and joining the main line. But you also got trains going from Brighton to Southampton Central via Horsham and from Brighton it goes via Worthing and Barnum. You also got trains going, the occasional train going to Littlehampton and Bognor Regis from Brighton. You got trains going to Portsmouth Harbour, West Worthing, which stops everywhere, so that's fine. Trains going via Horsham to Bognor, Southampton Central and Portsmouth Harbour. So if they decide to strip Southern of their rail lobbiness, let's say, oh, after 6 months, oh, Southern, you're not doing well, you got 3 months and then you're stripping you of your title then, or you got so many amount of time before you're stripping you of your title, or not your title, your right to produce a rail service. They've got to get someone else that can provide a rail service to the whole of the south coast, because only Southern run the whole of the south coast to Southampton Central, where there's South West trains and all that taking over You also got South West trains from Portsmouth and all that, but I'm not talking about South West, I'm talking about Southern. So, if you, like, I want to go to London Victoria, I have to get, if they do, like, because of Strip Southern, like, they've got to find another train operator, Thameslink, South Eastern, which definitely won't do it. Thameslink could be a candidate, or a completely new one, or it could be South West Trains, or hopefully, well, it'll just be South West Trains really. That seems, but I don't see that happening either. They would have to accommodate the new lines, and if, because I know Thameslink have like a third or even a quarter of Southern's fleet, like in size comparison, is Southern is like 4 times. Fleet's like 4 times bigger than Thameslink. And if you're trying, it'll take forever to get all the Southern 313s and 377s, and I presume the Wessex 442. If I'm making no sense, don't worry. Just every time I say class something, just count it as train, and you will understand me perfectly. So, they'll have to be rebranded or bought in by another company, and it's just, in my opinion, it's going to take more than a few months to get a train operator to manage the South Coast. So if it does happen, there'll be loads of people going, oh no, we can't get to, I'm travelling from Worthing, I need to get to London Victoria, but I can't because I have to get a taxi or a bus all the way to Brighton or to Barnum, or get my friend to take me there. And if I go to Barnum, I go via Horsham. No, I can't actually. I lie about that one. I made a porcupine lie. Porcupine? What the hell's a porcupine lie? I'm going loopy. That is for certain. So yeah, if I wanted to go to London Victoria via... No, I just want to go to London Victoria in general. I'd have to get a friend to drop me off at Brighton, or get a bus there, or a taxi. Taxi would cost approximately 20 to 30 quid just to get to Brighton. No, not the traffic. And then I've got to wait for only Thameslink services to take me up north. And Thameslink is like mainly common around like London Blackfriars, London St Pancras International, because it covers from Brighton to Bedford. It covers that long line, which is, I think, is about, with all the stops it takes, or without the stops, it's about 3 to 4 hour journey. And so, like I said, it's not much. Plus, with Thameslink, they go as far as London Bridge. So if you go to London Bridge, you have to get an underground service to London Victoria, and that will take even longer. I'm probably just rambling now, but I will put this online. So what I'm trying to say is that MPs are thinking, oh, Southern aren't great, Southern can't do this, it's Southern's fault for signal failure, Southern's fault for this and this and this. Oh, the service cancelled, and that because, yes, they cancelled due to signal failure. They're probably on the north half of the line, trying to get down to the south to Brighton, or the South and Brighton train trying to get up north, but they can't because of this signal. Because of the signal, so they can't move any further north. So it's like, oh, instead of blaming Network Rail, who deserve all the commuters, blaming Network Rail because they deserve it, all the commuters are going, oh, Southern are so crap, they can't do anything. And I know some of them are saying, if I've got it over here on my main computer, because I've got a laptop and a computer, I may have to edit this bit by drawing them together. So one of the things was MPs have recently branded Southern as a joke. BBC So political reporter said that in past 18 months, he has seen disruption to Southern service due to the rebuilding work at London Bridge. which, yes, there would be. Logically, there'll be disruption because there's new building. It's like when they got works on the motorways or the M25 or the M3, and they've got to close like 2 of the 3 lanes to get to travel, like to not travel, to make the road safer. So, Reagan MP, I'm not going to name his name, said that Southern's performance in the past year has suggested the company is not fit to run the franchise, and it was up to the rail minister to hold Southern to account. That reminds me of something else I saw in the news as well, which a passenger, well, a commuter person, human, let's go with that, because I don't actually know the exact word of what they're doing. I know they're trying to commute to a certain place that day. They said the whole, like, Southern and every single train network company should be nationalised, so that means that the public has power, which I can see some benefits, but in the long run it's going to have loads of negatives. So that could be a totally separate video actually, but I'm not going to do that. So so Richmond's, the whole video is me pretty much bitching. That's literally how it seems to be. Now think about how the last 20 odd minutes have been, because I know that's when my camera goes boom. You've now gone over the 20-minute mark. I've got to split it into 2 parts, so it's not going to be in 2 parts on YouTube. It's just going to be a pain. So either that, I'll actually put it both together and I'll upload it as one 30-minute, 40-minute video, however long it's going to be. God. So yeah, if you renationalise the service, it's like the public have control of the rail network. Without all the money spent, what's happening and all that, more negatives than positives. I can't think of them right now, but having the people trusting it, they've got to go via the government, and then the government will say yay or nay, and the rest say yes or no, and that could take a couple of months before they can even get anywhere near government. Whereas it's not nationalised and they have private companies, it won't take. It will still take long, but it won't take as long as going to the government and all that. I'm probably thinking I'm drawing nationalisation, but you know what? I'm 19. I'm not a genius. So, I know what. Something else I had a memory of, and what was it? I can't. That was it. Some passengers said, "Oh, add more carriages to services." Yes, that is agreeable. The train I get to Chichester is only 3 coaches, and Monday to Thursday it can get packed as anything. I only go in 2 days a week, but when I used to go in 3 or 4 days a week, it was a pain. Sometimes you had a full coach, but it's very, very rare. So then there's more coaches, you can get more passengers on, less passengers complaining. But if you have failures due to signal failures, and yeah, there's not anything you can do about that. If it's a train fault, then yeah, sure, it's the engineers that Southern have hired to make sure the trains are running, and if it's a train fault, then yeah, you can blame Southern for that one. But if it's like signal failure at Haywards Heath or Three Bridges, wherever it was, yeah, Three Bridges or Haywards Heath, you can't blame Southern for it. Like Thameslink was affected too. They cancelled some services, but they didn't get any stick. Only Southern. I'm putting it, if I see this is putting it so much hate. I will probably be living underground for the next 30 years, because I'm not going to get quite a lot of hate about this. Because I've seen pictures of people saying on Facebook with their links to other newspapers and online websites talking about Southern being an absolute appalling joke and it should be scrapped. So, and they're all saying, oh, God, Southern are crap, all this. They're taking it from their point of view, not from a logical southern point of view. They're taking it from a commuter point of view, and loads of them are saying that they can lose their jobs, which is agreeable, but they're not understanding, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can take more than one train to work, or you can leave earlier, as you should always leave enough time for traversing from point A to point B. Because, well, okay, I can get 2 trains. One, I can get the 820 and directly, or smartly, yeah, I'm getting there, I'm getting smart. I can get the 828, change it forward, wait in the freezing cold for about 5-6 minutes, and then a train from London to Victoria, going to Southampton Central, will arrive at Ford. 2 stops later, I'm at Chichester. Yes, I'm a bit late, but it's doable. I'm saying the example there was that people can just use different trains to get from point A to point B, which they don't understand. I'm going to end it here because I've rattled on for too long, and if you watched to the end, then Jesus, you are good. Because I swear I would have made you got either brain damage or you would have wanted to punch me in the face, and if you're one of my friends you want to do that to me, I don't blame you. Because there's probably been many times you wanted to do that. So, yeah, that's how I'm going to leave it. If I do have another video up soon, it'll probably, if I remember, it'll be about car drivers because they piss me off. And yes, I'm a car driver, I drive a car. So, I'm kind of like taking a piss out myself or having a go at myself. I'm not really sure, I'm so tired. So that'll probably be my next video. If not, I don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to end up there.